Hi, good morning everyone. Good to see you. One moment, I have to do a little housekeeping because I want to look at all the screens so I can see your faces, and I still have to go to the different view. Oh yeah, now I can see all the pages. Hey everyone, old friends, new friends. Good to be with you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You're coming to this space, this collective space, and while being open to your openness and your potentiality, your boundless, pure potentiality, creativity, and in this actuality of beingness is not a small thing at all. And in that actuality, there is a direct resonance between us. Just so by coming into Sangha, we, uh, we facilitate each other's self-liberation. And a little bit of languaging when I'm allowed to choreograph our hearts and minds a little bit in different places. I really don't say so much meditation group anymore. We call it self-liberation group, right? So we're here together to hold each other in this actuality of being. But in the meantime, let's take a breath together. With your mouth open, release softly. There's the ah sound already a little bit. Yeah. So that was one just to settle a little bit. And now let's take a really deep breath into the heart essence area. Hold for a moment. Yeah. Breathing in all things good and let go. Just breathing out all difficult mind states. And one more time, let's take a breath. Hold for a moment, energizing, natural breath and energy, and release. Now we are here. And we're here together. Just these clearing breaths. And this, the practice that we do actually becomes the praxis. Praxis is more where it starts saturating our life, right? So the meditation becomes our life. So let's not see this, especially in Sochen, as a specific moment of profundity or liberation or freedom. Yes, it is, but just see whatever openness you will experience today, whatever meditative vantage point, immediately kind of feel into this. Can I have this as a simultaneous experience into my life? Yet not too. We have to play with words a little bit. So can this be the resonance of my life where it's more of a direct experience of my timeless awareness and my boundless pure potentiality, expressing and experiencing directly. So timeless awareness arises. Yeah. And then throughout this togetherness, usually lamas call out loud pet to kind of break through the staleness of a certain state of meditation that becomes another frozen perspective. We break through it. I'm not going to do that, but I will ask for an occasional refreshing breath, like a reset, a beginningless and endless reset. Open, realizing we are openness. And when we are open to the boundless wholeness that we are, then we become doorways for others too. So I say a little prayer by Shanti Deva, 600 years ago, another iconic figure of compassion and wisdom that resonated directly from the inspiration of timeless awareness. And look at it, 1400 years later, here it's resonating between us again. And he said, may I be the protector to all those without protection, a leader for those that journey, a boat, a bridge, a passage for those desiring the furthest shore of awakening. May the pain of every living creature be completely taken away. May I be the doctor and the medicine. May I be the nurse for all sick beings in the world, until everyone is healed. Just like space and the great elements like the earth. May I always support life of all boundless creatures. And until they pass away, may I also be the source of life for all the realms of various beings that reach to the limits of space. That reach to the limits of space. Yeah, so not so confined in your skull. Just realize that awareness is shining from the heart essence, heart, Yin-Tic tradition, heart essence tradition. So maybe the heart as the seat of being, yet not a localization. Let's say a heart that shines in an everywhereness, in a perceiving and a knowing vantage point and expression. And there, let's for a moment really feel into the just as we are-ness. There is a body here, a natural body, as we often say in these lineage traditions. Natural body, natural breath and energy, natural heart and mind. And that comes up, right? That natural word. There's this short little prayer. Please bless us that we may come to recognize the nature of mind, the natural state. Yeah. So the natural body, which its Om sound, and the natural breath and energy, the sounding, the resonance of the kind of archetypal energy field, the transitional field from wide openness into more coagulated potentiality here in the world, in the breath, riding the breath and energy, the energy fields in the body, as the ah sound. And then hum for natural heart and mind. Let's be with our breath for a moment. And if you open, don't collapse inside. Timeless awareness, aware of breath and energy. So vast expanse. a lot of us become pretty good at this sky-like nature, Sochen awareness practice. And then still I hear a lot of people mention, I'm still so distracted. So a bit of concentration practice is Sochen too. All practices are Sochen. Nothing is closed out. So natural breath. Carefully with the in-breath for a moment. Just slowing down all habitual patterns. And the out-breath. Not patchy. Really for the full duration. And in between the out and the in-breath, in that little gap, the natural gap, sometimes it's shorter, sometimes longer. Feel into your body as a whole, just kind of falls open. So beautiful in-breath, carefully, beautiful out-breath, feeling the energy, the breath breathing the body, opening up to the body in between. Identifying that when I feel into the body as a whole, I don't feel the confines of my anatomy like really defined. It's more a field. Just a couple more minutes. How sweet you pay attention to your pure resonance here in the world. Do you notice when you get to when you fall kind of open into that awareness of the body as a field of radiance? That this openness is like a field of freedom. And maybe there is still some residual acoustics of emotions long gone by or something acute right now. So let that be there too, and be in the healing light of timeless loving awareness. Let's take a collective breath right now, really deep. And mouth open, and now just relax. Let go of any perspectives on breath or body. Just being aware. Are you aware? How do you know your experience? Experiences come and go, yet always I am here. What is here? Presence is here. So let the habitual patterns of the mind just recede a bit to the background. Just do a little step, just step aside, or drop and flop, as Lama Surya likes to say. Do you feel this like dropping open? And the habitual mind drops to the background. And to the foreground, our innate timeless awareness shines forth. This non-conceptual knowingness that is being itself. We know our being. Directly, experientially. Longchenpa, an incredible Sochen teacher from about 700 years ago, used to say, you know it by being it. You actually know it by being it. And that's a little bit the challenge and the gift. You know it by being. So by opening like this, we become the nexus between timeless awareness arising in and as time. Time is the story of our life, yet timeless. Timeless because of its constancy. It doesn't come and go. And when we open to this resonance, this feeling of the body and the energy and the breath, there is a resonance, there's a felt sense in the just as you are-ness. Because Sochen is not the path of transcendence. Get me out of here. It's metabolizing everything that arises in our field of radiance and metabolizing it. And everything that arises, every emotion, every feeling, then transforms into its highest potential. Dissolves, purifies. Stay with it. Stay with us. We need you. And then when you open up to this spacious, loving resonance of being, you open up to the perfect teacher, our own primordial awareness as the guru, as pure potentiality expressed as compassionate, skillful means in the world. How amazing and fortunate is that? The Guru is your own primordial awareness. As long as you lean on others, the most profound gurus, Padmasambhava, Longchenpa, the Buddha, then the opportunity of experiencing the Buddha within will go by. As Dujin Rinpoche used to say, take the power into your own hands. May I add, take the power and express the power of your own Guru within, and just experience the beautiful, pure, creative potentiality that you are. Have awareness arise from the heart, and mingle awareness with the space all around, and mingle the knowing of being with the space all around. And in this knowing vantage point, distance collapses. And that's why we are together and synchronized in our desire for self-liberation, for me and a Sangha and all beings. And when you enter and are this realm of being, the psychology dissolves and is less organizing. You want to be free of your mind. Not without, but free. Dissolving the oppressive regime of your superego is happiness. And then don't hold too tight. Don't get into a frozen, transcendental state. Remember the pointing out instruction coming down, one of the most important ones, just as you are. Welcome everything I am in my body, in my field of radiance, breath and energy. And yes, my psychology, my karmic tendencies, let them all just be free. Just don't get encapsulated by it. Let them arise in the field of being. And they don't have any grab when they arise in this boundless house of wholeness. Let everything transform into its highest potential. Which is ultimately the actuality of the resonance of being between us, the direct embrace of Buddha nature. So be embraced and embrace us directly. From heart essence to heart essence. And in that realization, I wish to say, I'm so glad you are here. Just shining forth. And in that open field of being, all emotions become what Padmasambhava used to call just a gust of wind. Sometimes we can identify, starting to project a little, reaching by becoming super serious. Another Sochen pointing out is lighthearted. Just put a smile on your heart. Or on your face if you dare. All good. So in Sochen, in the practice of non-doing, non-meditation, lots of people say like, well, that's not Sochen. Again, everything is Sochen in the light of beingness. So now you can do all your practices that you like, all your meditations in that vast expanse of being, not collapsing into your practice. Then you just become a bean counter. But really resonating in this world through practices and all expressions, every gesture of your body and breath and energy becomes a song of self-liberation for those around you and you. So there it again, appearance, sounds and awareness. Yeah, that's a translation of part of a mantra. Nandrak Viksum Lanyak Chokyu Nang. Appearance, sounds and awareness. Here. So appearance, field of radiance, body. That's where we're feeling into that. Keep experiencing your body as radiance. Not rainbow body in 10,000 years and beyond. Rainbow body now. And then sounds, the breath and the energy. All sounds. So let's resonate a little bit with the Padmasambhava Sochen prayer, Om Ahung. Really just hum along a bit if you're not used to sounding, but we are habituating sounding while vast expanse and pure potentiality, beingness is open and shining. Om Ahung Benzargu Pe Mai Siddhi Hung. Om Ahung Benzargu Pe Mai Siddhi Hung. Maybe just resonate Om Ahung if you don't want to do the whole thing. Om Ahung Benzargu Pe Mai Siddhi Hung. 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 So that is the practice, staying open while sounding. And humanity not knowing this openness is the tragedy of the world. So therefore openness and self-liberation for all happens right here, right now, between us. So if you're not much of a singer or a mantra, a chanter, maybe do a sound that hung somewhere for a bit in your meditation as a practice of or praxis of simultaneous mind. I can sound without collapsing into any historical narrative. This hung sound which sits at the heart, not the anatomical heart, but the heart mind, the heart essence. And maybe when you do that, have your eyes closed. Hung is blue, the color of the open sky, sometimes a bit darker, like deep space, of space that has no edge. And it's the seed syllable of Padmasambhava. And of Vajrasattva, the indestructible. That's our awareness, indestructible Vajra. Without beginning, without end, birthless, deathless. And in that hung sound, the entire mandala of the 5 Buddha wisdoms is encoded. Hung doesn't just represent the 5 wisdoms, it contains them. The way a seed expresses a tree. So let's take a breath together. And I'm going to sound hung as open as I can be. And I try to have it resonate so I can feel the resonance in my heart area. So if you hung along with me, don't find my pitch. Go up and down the pitch until you feel the most resonance in your heart area. And dissonance doesn't exist. Everything is the beautiful harmony of awakening together. So here, ooh, there's mine. Just come along with me 5 times. Hung, 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 hung. Hung. Don't collapse into the sound or any narrative around it. Just pure sounding. Cracking the walls built around our heart protectively, open and free. One more time. Let's take a breath together. Stay with us. We need you. Bright mind. Mind with a capital M. Awareness like a bright sea. Vast expanse. Feeling the hung resonance of the heart essence. Heart essence saturating all possible universes and realms. So now I'm going to read one paragraph by Longchenpa. And the translation is coming, I think, from a few people kind of put together. Lama Tarshan, who used to be, I think, in Santa Cruz, a profound Sochen Vajrayana Lama who passed in 2012, I think. And I read this last Wednesday morning in another group that we have, and it caused a bit of realizations, or the comments were kind of amazing. So don't listen to it as from words to words. This is prior to words and letters, so let it resonate and liberate in your heart essence. And he says, it is really great to know that your mind is not your awareness, and your awareness is not your mind. This discovery is the beginning of liberation. All right, this is everything, right? Do you hear me? It is really great to know that your mind is not your awareness, and your awareness is not your mind. This discovery is liberation. Then he goes on. This is the beginning discovery of the Vajra heart essence, the space of the heart. The heart essence is the experience of the innermost space of the heart, that is both the source and manifestation of the continuum of beingness. Luminous beingness of being. The heart essence awareness is the experience of the profound openness and luminosity of the inner space of the heart, and the experience of the spaciousness as the unbound and unborn beingness of being, which is timeless awareness itself. 2 more sentences. This timeless awareness is found in us and is the innermost awareness within the heart. This heart essence is the pure gnosis, the pure knowingness, the knowingness that knows knowingness itself. This gnosis, this spacious knowingness, is both energy and light. This luminous knowingness is embodied in the flesh of the cave of the heart. If that doesn't spark you into everlasting, boundless knowing of being, there is no other text, I think. This is perfect. So one more time, one sentence. It is really great to know that your mind is not your awareness and your awareness is not your mind. This discovery is the beginning of liberation, and embodied in the flesh of the cave of the heart. And that is the sound of it. And by knowing that, and sitting in the continuity of that, as that, from within that, a good death starts right now. And then Dujim said, simple, direct, pure Sochen view. In the bardo of this life, this is clear. In the bardo of dying, this is clear. In the bardo of Dharmata, may this be clear. Recognizing awareness as self-knowing luminosity, may liberation arise naturally. Stay with us just a few more minutes. Now you maybe can feel this transitional openness. I don't have to close this down to interface with my life and all those that enter my realm. If you are in a habitual meditative stance, maybe come out of it without dimming the light. So if you're an eyes closed yogi, maybe open the eyes. And if you're one of those Sochen sky jockeys with the blue sky eyes always open, maybe close them for a moment, whatever. I remember at some retreats Lama Surya calling out loud, "Stop meditating!" Or maybe, "Never stop meditating." You look around, is it dim? When you look at an object, this out there-ness arise. No out there, everything within, without periphery. So here is a sweet Amitabha prayer. It's kind of a dedication to our sweet collective. May you be embraced by infinite light. May fear dissolve in the radiance of boundless compassion that you are. At the moment of transition, may clarity dawn. May you awaken into luminous peace. May you rest in effortless freedom. May you be safe. May you be free from fear. May you be peaceful. May you be released into light. May your journey be unobstructed. May you awaken. All right, that last one we got, right? Everything already accomplished. Notice, identify, everything has been accomplished from this openness. Not tomorrow, not 10,000 years, not the next life. Doesn't happen. This, only this. If you wish to make a comment or ask, you can type it, but make sure you don't collapse into like show and tell or just words. Just see what comes up from that openness. Dory, could you please open to the page with the 2 prayers? Thank you. Gewadi nurdudak dzokpachempo drupkyornye doachikyang malupa dei salagopashok. Through this virtue may we swiftly realize and fully embody the natural great perfection and completion, and that will bring all without exception to its complete realization. Thank you, Dory. Jungchup semchok rimposhe makepanang ke gyurchik ke parnyampar me padyang gongne gongdu pelwashok. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind. dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion, unstoppably, until all are illumined and awakened. New Millennium Prayer. Lama Surya's house, thank you, Lama, for letting us come together in your love. May all beings everywhere with whom we are inseparably interconnected and who want and need the same as we do, may all be awakened, liberated, healed, fulfilled, safe and free. May there be peace and harmony in this world, an end to war, violence, poverty and hunger, inequality and oppression, greed, cruelty, pandemics, famine, droughts, earthquakes, all kinds of natural disasters. May all be free from fear, harm, danger, anxiety and insecurity. And may we all together complete the spiritual journey, one beloved family, heart to heart, all the way home, all the way home. And may I add one more time, it's really great to know that your mind is not your awareness and your awareness is not your mind. This discovery is liberation. So grateful for you being here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the comment.
Timo, you do have one question.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean by not collapsing into it?
Excellent question. So when you open up as the field of being, so I'm awareness, so spacious and open. Now a thought can come forth. So in that moment that a thought flies forth, if it's happening in that open space, like they say, the thief comes into an empty house. It has no grab. But sometimes when we collapse into the thought or the emotion or whatever the experience is, of even a perception, we become encapsulated, and then we start proliferating and elaborating on psychological themes usually, or ancestral field dynamics, epigenetically or not. So not collapsing. You become more a victim to your thought. The openness of being, and in that openness, thoughts have a tendency to flourish more. Have more of a flourishing positive mind states in them. And if they're not, they usually wish to arise out of our karmic tendencies and psychology to come into the light and be liberated and purify into their highest potential, or we collapse into it, encapsulate the dream, this dream theater of the not now. Okay, something like that. 9 o'clock, man, Latin. Yeah. You can find me if you want, and email me if you want. Here, I'll put my email address there if you want to ask the question, because I can't answer it right now. Thank you all for coming. Here's my email address, and then we'll go. Thank you, you loved ones. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye-bye.